Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It's David Hodge.
Assalamu alaikum, sisters and brothers. My name is Sister Fatima Hodge, representing the Messenger of the Covenant.
Welcome. Today's topic is false Israel's destruction is around the corner. All right, brothers and sisters. False Israel is about to be destroyed. And why does that matter? It has everything to do with you. That's why it matters, brothers and sisters. Because them being destroyed means that now they're exposed as a lie who was used to cover up who you were. So them being destroyed reveals who you are, which is God's chosen people, and them being who they are, which is Satan. And that is a big deal because the reason why they established false Israel is to counter your claim as being the true seed of Abraham, being God's people, because they were cursing God's people. And it says, curse those who curse Israel. So they was cursing the true Israel. So guess what they did? They established false Israel because it says, bless those who bless Israel. So they made up their own reality. They structured their own reality to make them feel better and to change the narrative. That way they bless themselves. Because if they went with the narrative that we were, the true seed of Abraham, then they'd be cursed. But since they made their own, now they're blessed. Now they're good people. Now they're this, they're that. Now they use this tactic to get rid of you. Then they get rid of them being cursed all in one. They get rid of the judgment that's attached to cursing God's people. So, in other words, they just rewrite the story. They do it the way they want to do it. You see? They go with their plan, which was to eliminate you and to bless themselves and to extend their life, because they don't want to suffer judgment. They don't want to go through that process of being judged. So that's why this is important, brothers and sisters. This is the most important message of your life, because you are in danger. This is a critical situation, because if false Israel is destroyed, like I explained, they were set up to counter your claim. So they're the momentum that's keeping you down, keeping the world from finding out who you are. You see? So if they're ever destroyed, then that means that you will rise up, which is the devil's destruction, which they can allow that idea to spread.
Yes, sir. Like you shared, this is a part of their judgment. And we are in the time of judgment right now. And they're being exposed as we speak. They're being exposed as being Satan and not God's people that they claim that they are. And like Brother David shared, false Israel is in charge of keeping the black nation down. They're in control of our image. Everything that we do, they're in control of it. Because what do? 24/7. Watch movies, listen to music, be on the internet, And they're in control of that. And we're watching these things, viewing this, and this is how we are reacting out of a nature that's not ours due to false Israel. And then keeping us down. And as he shared, once that weight is lifted off of us, which is when they're destroyed, we will no longer be held down. We will no longer be controlled by false Israel through their social media platforms and things of that nature. But why is that? Because they're going to be destroyed. So we have to understand that there is going to be no more social media, internet. All these things they have running right now is going to fail. And that's why we are here to warn you. Because once they fall, America, right, it's going to fall too, sisters and brothers. And this is where you are. This is where they're controlling you at. You're here in America.
Right.
So understanding that when they are destroyed, they will no longer have any way to keep you in their control and their mindset. And because the way they're doing it, like I shared, is through their social medias, movies you're watching, all these things that you're doing through electricity, electronics, that you will not have when false Israel is taken out of existence. So we have to understand that once that is taking place, once that event takes place, the black men and women are going to be in danger. But our people don't know that. Our people are thinking these people are angels. They have totally forgotten about what these devils have done to us. But that was their mission and their tactic, to make sure that we have no idea of what has taken place to our nation when this time comes. So we will be in a panic when they are attacking us, because we have no clue what's going on, right? And this is to, like you shared, this is all to destroy you in the midst, because they planned on getting rid of you and getting rid of the evidence of their crime that they committed. Because, listen, bro, you don't realize it, but they've committed a crime. And they know this, which is why they're working hard, going bankrupt, to keep this image, this false image of you on their social media platforms. So you are destroyed, sisters and brothers, so that the people don't even care when you're taken out. So you're distasteful in the sight of all the nations as well. And that's exactly what's taking place. Everybody looks down to black people of America. Why is that? And that's because we are operating off of a mindset that is not ours. It's the enemy's mindset, Satan's mindset, devil. Because they're in control of how we're thinking. But how are they able to even be in control of how we're thinking? How is that even possible? And that leads to other things that you don't realize, that these devils took our minds from us. You think they're angels. But they went through a whole process of taking your mind from you, turning you into a whole robot. Negrobot. We were the first biological robot. And they programmed us with their mind. And that's exactly what false Israel continues to do. Program you with this corrupted mindset. So you have no clue and don't even have time to find out and want to know who you truly are and what is truly about to take place, which is their destruction. Because everyone is talking about this war right now, but why aren't the black people even worried about it? Because we are a dead nation. We're walking around dead and don't realize it. We're walking around like robots. That's exactly what's taking place because we're following master's instructions and we don't realize that everything that we're doing is due to our enemies. So, like Brother David shared, once they're destroyed, we're gonna rise, and when they fall, we're gonna rise. And we're the only nation that could survive in extreme pressure, and that's exactly what's about to take place. And coming to we're in a time of extreme pressure, and they're about to crumble, they're about to fail, and we're about to rise. However, in order to be aware of what's about to take place, you have to seek the messenger of the covenant. But they have you seeking spook gods and all these fairy tale things, and all these, they have you thinking that things are spooks and spirits, have you out of touch with reality. And you're thinking that things are spooks and spirits, and that's not the case. And you're going to fail thinking in that direction because you don't realize that us right here, physical people speaking to you, are going to be the one to give you that light and guide you through this darkness that you're experiencing. So a lot of people want to fail because people that's giving them the light looks like them. Physical. And they're thinking everything's spooky. They're thinking the spook god's going to fly down and do all that things. However, this is taking place right now. We're warning you about this event that's about to take place. It's going to cause an uproar. The shock of the hour, sisters and brothers. It's going to be the shock of the hour. Why is it such a shock? Because they're not supposed to be destroyed. Right. If that's what they claim that they are, God's people, because Scripture says that once they're placed in that land, they will not be uprooted. And right now, you're experiencing them being uprooted from the land. So that's that there is an abomination because it's not supposed to happen, right? But when that does happen, there's not going to be any oil here, any transportation, any food to get back to port to the store. Because you don't understand that what takes place there is going to come here. Because they're all involved with each other. Yeah. Like Israel, America, and Britain. So knowing that, we have to understand that the scriptures are telling you things to do. So you are not caught in this shock or panic when this event occurs. And you're not, so because it tells you, well, of course you're going to be shocked. I'm not saying that this is a shock of the hour, everybody's going to be shocked. This is unprecedented times. This has never taken place before. However, this is giving you that faith you need the scriptures are giving you that faith that you need to understand that, or telling you what basically that guidance that you're going to need during that time, because scripture tells you to flee. Right. When you see this event, you flee. So it's telling you that something major is going to happen. That's why it's saying flee, and we're telling you what that event is going to happen. We're giving you the details on what it's saying is going to happen, but the scripture just tells you to flee. So it's just, the scripture just identifying how important this event is going to be in your life, because it's telling you to get out. Get out. Run for your life. That's another way of saying flee, run. Because why though? Why are we running? Why is scripture saying that? That's why we're here to give you that light. Because they're going to be attacking all blacks during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are the evidence of their crime. And they have to get rid of you, all of you,
Right.
in order for them to not receive the consequences, full consequences of what they're about to reap.
Right.
However, they will not be successful in that, of course. However, that's their plan. And they're going to try and take down anybody with them that they can, sisters and brothers.
Right.
So, scripture tells you to flee. Flee. Run. Run for your lives. Because the thing that you're about to witness, you're not even, it's going to be, it's not something that you can even fathom, because none of us have experienced this. But we know from what from what the scriptures is telling us, and what we know about these devils, what they have in place for you, basically, so we can give an idea of the the violence that's going to take place here in America. We can have a certain idea in our mind about who they are, so we know that how they're going to react to this. Excuse me.
Right.
Because how they reacted to us, and we didn't do anything to them during the Holocaust, and they did numbers on us, sisters and brothers, all type of things, hung us, burned us alive, fed us pig shit, all type of things, sisters and brothers, shoved food in our mouth, knocked our teeth out, all type of things. And the list goes on. I can't even, my mind doesn't go that far because I'm not a devil. But theirs do, sisters and brothers, because that's their nature. So imagine the scares of that time. He said, run for your lives, run. Because these devils, you don't know who they are, their true nature is about to be exposed. Imagine a person that's about to be committed, and we're about to be judged in prison, and the person that's still excuse me, what am I trying to say?
Right, John, he better be convicted of a crime that he committed.
The person might be convicted of a crime.
The death penalty
Right.
is what he's being charged with. What do you think they're going to do?
A lot of it, and this is the devil's line anyway, but they're going to try to kill that, get rid of those evidence. I'm not saying get rid of all the evidence so they don't, nobody finds out, and the judge don't find out that he did that.
Right.
I'm about to go to jail for the rest of my life, right? So imagine how furious the mind of that person would be that will want to get rid of all evidence.
Right.
That's exactly how we have to think about how these devils are going to think when this event takes place. Because now they committed a crime. They've been committing a crime, but it's being exposed. It's being exposed. They think they are, they can get away with consequences, but they can't get away with consequences. But that's what they think. They think that, however, like I said, that's going to be their agenda, to kill all blacks. And this is why this is an alert. National security alert, because our people need to know. Our people need that light in this total triple darkness that's taking place right now. We're in darkness and you don't realize you're even in darkness.
Yeah.
So that's a problem as well. Which is why when they go down, there's not going to be any more confusion. It's able to run through your mind, come through the media at you. And you're going to be in extreme panic. You're going to be in a time where you're looking for that light. And this is that light that you're going to need. And that's the time where you're going to be able to focus on this and on that. Like, because right now they have you held down at these jobs, working 24/7. You can't even do anything for your family, barely. You got to wake up, go home, wake up, go to work. You can't even think about what's happening right now. That's their plan to do. They don't even give you opportunities to turn on your news station to find out what's happening. Because you're so in the rumble of getting these bills paid, going to work 24/7, get some sleep, taking care of your children, and on top of all those things. So once that hand is risen up off you, that's Brother David said, you're going to rise. The nation's going to rise.
Right. And that's exactly what they don't want. That's exactly what they've been trying to prevent. Exactly what they're gonna react from this situation and cause us to unite. Exactly what they're trying to prevent. But this time, as the sister shared, it's unprecedented. Meaning that it's never happened. Never has taken place. And it's way worse than our own experience, which our people have forgotten, which was murder, rape, genocide, being burned alive, our babies being fed to gators, right? Then ripping our skin off and sewing it on to puppets and ripping our hair out and putting it into furnitures and things of that nature. You know, stuff that, like I said, you can't even fathom it, right? It was so bad. So we heading to a time worse than that. You see? So that, like you said, you kind of get like a picture, a little picture of what it's going to be. It's going to be definitely worse than our own experience. You know, which you're going to know. You're going to know our experience. So you find out that it's going to be worse than that. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to tell you. Hey, it's about to go down. They're not playing. You know, they're not playing now. The thing is, they've been trying to eliminate blacks. Everything that they do was an attempt to get rid of you. And now they're at the point where it becomes severe. You see? Where their lives are literally on the line. And now their attempts of trying to get rid of you, they don't make, that's out the window. They're going to get rid of you. That's what we're saying now. To hell with playing games and them, slowly but surely, trying to get rid of you and doing it in a way that you didn't see coming. But now they're going to make it obvious. You're going to be face to face with them. And they're no longer going to play games, sugar codes, none of that with you. They're coming right at you with your life on the line. Like, with their lives on the line, and them ready to take your life away.
And not only you, they're naming children as well.
Exactly.
Those who they've been using the puppets that they've been using to control you with.
Right.
They're getting rid of them.
Yeah.
So imagine that.
That's a shocker by itself.
That's their children. They have a nation, a hybrid nation. We have a hybrid nation that's surrounding us. They look like us. They talk like us, but they're not us. You don't even know they have a hidden enemy. They're a hidden enemy. But they're massive children.
Right.
And they're the puppets used, the comedians and all the rappers and singers, all your favorite entertainers. That's the puppets that they use to control you with. And they're going to be attacking them as well, sisters and brothers. So imagine that. And you see how they're being treated right now. Oh, they love Massa. Oh, Massa. They got all the trinkets and things you want, but they're going to be attacked as well. Imagine that. So that means that they're going, you got to understand, so they don't, all blacks, that's how severe it's going to be. Like you said, they're going to go in full fledged, they're going to be in this time in extreme panic. So they're going to they're killing all blacks. You're not going to figure out if you were house niggas or, African, no, all blacks that are here in America. That includes those Africans that are here, everybody, foreigners, any foreigners that are black, that traveled here and thought they were coming to the dream and they're coming to hell because they're about to be attacked, right? With all blacks. But who are we looking for? Did you see the Abraham, the black man and woman? And that's who they really want to kill all, but they're going to kill all blacks.
Right.
Period.
That's easy.
Right. Get rid of them all. Right. So that's going to be another dilemma because we're all going to be fleeing.
Right.
And the demon's going to try to be on your side.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to stick out like a sore thumb because they can't unite.
Right.
And that's going to be the goal for us, to unite. And come together, but they can't do that.
Right.
And they're going to be kicked to the curb. And that's going to be a problem in itself.
Right. They're going to be trying to convince us to stay here.
That's the
Take
problem.
over America. Our blood, sweat, and tears and all that junk, right? And that's what's going to separate us.
Right.
The conversation and way of talking and their motivation. Our motivation is complete separation. To upload this information, to get this engine, to get this right. You know, the higher pressure. To get, you know, the higher level of thinking. We want to elevate out of this reality. They want to, you know, levitate in this one.
Right.
We trying to get all the way out of here. That's gonna be the difference.
They want to stay in. They want to stay in their winter coats when it's no longer winter time.
Right.
We're now moving to spring, and they want to stay behind in the cold winter. But they can't. You can't change the fact that the weather, not the weather, but the season has changed. So that's something that you cannot reverse. You see, so it's knowing that the season is changing to spring, it's time to take that big coat off, right? Because it's no longer cold outside, right? But they're in the plans to the mindset that they're gonna keep that coat on in the basically not move forward in time. Is what I'm trying to give an example. If it's springtime, we no longer need. If it's winter items, right? Winter mindset is no longer. The winter items that you use, the stuff that you use in the winter time, the books that you read during the winter time, is no longer qualifies for the spring. So you have to move forward. And they don't have that ability, sister and brother, but we do. And that's why they're going to expose themselves. Because they want to take over America. But they want to do all the things because this is their land. And they're massive children. So that's why they're going to really stick out because they don't see anything other than this. You know? They don't see any progress other than this. So they're going to be trying to take over America. And that's exactly what they're playing in the place of doing right now. With programming your mind of thinking that you're staying here, you're not going anywhere. And that's why they had their chief demon pushing the vision of you're staying here, you're not going anywhere. And that chief demon he's considered the chief demon because he's in the position that is a black organization that was for the black men and women. However, he is not black, sister and brother, but he looks like us. He's one of those hidden enemies, which is why we consider him the chief, because he's in that position to where he has a lot of, to where he has control. What am I trying to say, sister and brothers? He's in the position, right? He has the how do I say leverage? No, he has the control basically because he has the amount of people and things like that. Right, there you go. He's influencing. He has an influence over the black nation due to the seat he's sitting in, not because of what he's saying, is due to the position that he's in, which was the Nation of Islam, the God produced, and Elijah Muhammad, which is his messenger, right? So by those qualifications, he thinks that he can say and do what he wants, right? And that's exactly what they did. They put him in that place because he looked like us. So all this credibility from blacks, they were looking at what happened when Elijah was here and things of that nature. So they thinking that he's going to guide them in the right direction as well because he's in that seat now, right? However, he's not. And that's why he has so much influence over the black nation. This is why he's considered that chief demon. And he is telling our people that they're not going anywhere. And that's totally against the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, the messenger and the God. And so they claim that they, excuse me, brothers. They claim that they, who am I trying to get out?
Right. They love so much.
Yes, the guy they claim they love so much, Elijah Muhammad, the honorable Elijah Muhammad,
Right.
but they're not honoring him in any way because you're not speaking his message
Right.
at all. You're teaching them Scientology.
Mm-hmm.
You're teaching them to worship the golden calf.
Right.
Sunniism. And that's out of touch with reality. So you're basically doing the same thing these preachers and pastors are doing. And the only reason why you're able to be successful in what you're doing because you're in that seat, like I shared. Which is why he has so much pull with the black community because he's in that position that had so much power, right?
Right.
He doesn't have any power. He's powerless. But our people are demon possessed. And they don't see what this man and all of his ministers that's up there speaking is a bunch of lies. And it doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't add up, nothing puts together, it doesn't make any sense, listen, brothers, and you're not understanding that he's playing Elijah's song. It's the same instrumental, but it's a totally different song. And that's exactly how they do today. They just take
the beat.
They hit you with the beat, because that's your old school song that you love. That's my song.
Right.
And then they start singing, oh, wait a minute, hold up. But you didn't realize that simple thing. However, that's exactly what is taking place in his teachings.
Mm-hmm.
It don't have to be a song, exactly. But that's exactly what because he's using certain things from the teachings to support his lies. Which is why I said he's still using that beat, but not that same song.
Right.
And when you start listening to what he's saying, like you have to listen to those lyrics, like that's not the same song, but that's the beat, that's the right? So that's what you have to start doing, sisters and brothers, listening. Start thinking. And listening to what he's saying because his lyrics don't match at all with the God. At all. And he's totally against him. But he claims that he's not. And they claim to be with him, but they're not. They're totally against him. And he can't be. Because he's the whole enemy to us, sisters and brothers. And you can just do that simple research. His father's a Caucasian man. And the father carries the bloodline. So this is an organization for the black nation. Wouldn't your blood have to be black to understand this, right? And that's not the case with Farrakhan. Farrakhan has a white Caucasian father, which means his blood is Caucasian. He's a devil in black skin. They raped us, sister and brother. That's what you all have to understand too about our history. They raped us, which produced people that look like him. And it said the Messiah would have hair like wool. sisters and brothers. He's a bronze. What? And he's not fitting that image. He's not fitting the images of what he's claiming that he is. And the scripture tell you clearly what will be, right? And he's claiming these things. But he does not fit the image of these things and brothers. So that should be number one red flag to our nation, because he's a liar. And that's all they are. Liars and thieves. Thieves and liars.
Yeah. And right now, he should be speaking about what's taking place in the Middle East.
Right.
Should be targeting what's going on over there, because it's directly targeted. Well, what's going on over there is direct. It has something to do with you. It directly has something to do with you in the attack that's about to take place on our nation.
Right.
So the fact that he's not speaking about it is baffling. Because if you so-called to be the Messiah or whatever these things, you claim to be a prophet, right? Prophets tells you about things before it happened, not after. They don't report. They tell you what they see before it happens. So he should be shouting out loud right now about what's going on over there, about how this is the greatest sign for our people, that all hell is about to break loose, to flee, to get the hell away from these devils. But he's telling you to love the enemy, to forget the devils, the devils ain't devils no more.
It's only Satan. It's only satanic Jews.
Right. Saying some of them
not
good.
all of them.
Well, you know, it's not a lie.
Right.
None of them good. Not one of them.
And then claims that God told him not to say anything to you.
Right. And this is a time where our people's lives depend on this message, and you gonna keep your mouth shut. That don't sound accurate. You know what I'm saying? So, like
I think it's these preachers and pastors.
Right.
They claim that they don't question God.
Supposed to be connected, right?
But why can't I question? Because you can't answer my question, right? So that's why it's verifying, because he can't tell you. He don't know.
Right.
That's to wrap it up.
The thing is, he do know. That's the saddest part. He know exactly what the hell's going on, because he's been stealing his message the whole time. But it's not a good ending for him.
Right.
Because
you don't want to expose the
right. The ending is false Israel being destroyed. That's his people. His father is a Portuguese Jew. So if false Israel is going to be destroyed, that means he's going to be destroyed. So that's not the ending. That story don't sit well with him. It's like you said, they don't preach the covenant. They don't talk about these things. They don't talk about our vision because it's not their vision. Their vision is America. This is where they were born at. So their hearts lie here with their devil daddies. So they don't want to go anywhere. They don't want to preach our message. They're not going to tell you about what we got going on, because that's not their vision. Their vision is the American dream, which is not a vision. It's a dream, which is about to come to an end, which they're about to soon realize, because their father's about to attack them along with us. And they're going to have to, they got to come to that realization that nobody wants them. We don't, they don't. You know, so they're going to be in a hard place, a rock and hard place, right? Because no one's they're going to be visionless. You see? So, and
soon to perish.
Right, soon to perish. Right, so I mean they got to go to war. You know, because we're not going to help them. You know, but I mean, what you going to do? Sit around and let somebody just kill you? You know what I'm saying? Or you going to, you know, what you going to do? You know, go out fighting, or you going to just roll over and die? So, you know, that's their fate. That's what they're going to go through. They're going to have to go to war with their own fathers here in America. You see? And like I said, we're getting our people out of here. We're here to tell you that, hey, the house is on fire. Hey, let's go this way. We know the way out. Let's go this way. You know? So we're here to warn you and tell you that you're in danger. To get away from these devils. Because they're not your friends. They are devils. Devils are still devils. And they're physical people. And they're Caucasian people. Get away from them. They don't mean no good. They're going to destroy you. They've been trying to destroy you. But now it's about to be more up front. It's going to be more obvious. They're going to make it more obvious to you. Because It's going to be all over the place, all over. It's going to be broadcast that you are the enemy, that you are the reason why they got to receive hell. They heaven got snatched away, and now they receiving hell because of you. All hell's breaking loose on them because of you, and it's your fault. So now they're going to get the alert to take you out, and they're not going to hesitate. So these people aren't your friends. They're not your buddies. They're not your pals. They're not none of that. They hate your guts, and they're about to show you in a minute just how much they hate you. And that's why I say it's flee. Get away from them. Get away from them. Get out of their neighborhoods. Get out of their communities. Get away from them. You see, get into the inner cities where young people are, because that's where we are. That's where they put us at. You see, and a lot of us destroyed ourselves in the process to be out there with them. That are out there with them. You're going against yourself to be out there with them. You see.
And all you see today is a bunch of devils with black people.
Right.
And that's the vision that they're pushing as well for you to,
Mm-hmm.
destroy your seed.
Right.
Weaken your seed. Have babies with us.
Right.
Mate with our women and our men.
Right.
Well, that gets another. Well, they're trying with their men, mostly, because they want to take away their seed, our seed. They want to weaken our seed, weaken us like they're weakened. So, by doing that, I want to promote mixed relationships. Caucasian men have the best status of keeping up marriage. Right, or keeping that woman happy. So I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna try over here, and you're gonna wind up on a dinner table, and you don't realize that they see you as an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're with you, they don't mean anything.
Right.
They see black people as animals. So, understanding that you might be in so-called love or whatever you think you are in, and they're going to have you downstairs chained up ready to eat you.
Mm.
And that's the agenda that they're pushing. Interracial couples. False Israel. Satan. They want to get rid of us. Their brothers want to get rid of us. They're trying everything. They're coming up with new ideas as we speak. They're trying everything in their power to get rid of us. Get rid of our blood. Period. Get rid of our nation. Period. But they won't be successful because we're that light and we're on that mission along with the Son of Man who's going to make sure that these people are going to receive all consequences for what they've done to their nation. They will not get away with it. You can't get away with consequence.
Yeah.
And that's what they think.
Exactly.
They have no fear of God before their eyes. What does that mean? Who's the God? Consequence. They have no fear of consequences. But they're about to definitely see that consequence comes to play. And it's not going to be pretty. So, if you have any.
That's it.
Alright, so with that, we'll be back with more. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.